Okay, Grover Cleveland, here is another request drawing. This time we're going to do some optical art. And third grade remembers that optical art is when we make art that is tricking your eyes into seeing something that's not happening. So we're going to take our two-dimensional flat drawing and we're going to create the optical illusion that there's a part of it becoming three-dimensional. And we're going to start with a pencil if you can, because you want it to be real light. And in class I showed you an example of this with tracing your hand. You can choose to trace your hand first if you'd like, or you could draw any other shape. But the key is it has to be a shape that has no drawing inside of it. All right, so it's a contour shape, just the outside. So trace a hand, you could trace anything you want. I might just kind of do a star or something like that. My hands are too big to trace here. And I'm going to make something that's nice and wide. Something that is pretty chubby, for lack of a better word. We don't want too many skinny little things. The star's coming out pretty nice. All right. And you want to press lightly for this part, because eventually you want to erase this. All right, so press nice and light. Once you have your shape, whatever it may be, comes the illusion part. I chose 3 different colors, so you can do this with crayons, you can do this with markers, you can also just do this with a pencil if you like. That'll work just as well. And we're going to start with some horizontal lines, all right? So horizontal line, of course, goes from one side to the other, from side to side. And I'm going to make a pattern. Let's see. I'm going to do red. That looks more like a burgundy, but it's supposed to be red. A gray. And I'm trying to keep them as straight as possible. And I'm trying to keep them equally as far apart everywhere down the line. You can see I messed up a little bit on that gray one, but perfection isn't what we're going for here. But craftsmanship is, so take your time, do it slow. All right, and then I would go back to my red. So that's my pattern. All right, so now I'm gonna bring this pattern up. So what comes after my red is my purple, nice and straight. Now here's the thing. When I bump into my shape, my star, your line has to leap up and come back down to the other side. So think of like the line of a rainbow. It needs to bump up right when we hit this line on the edge of the shape. Hello. It needs to bump up and come back down, almost like a baseball's been thrown. Whee! And then it needs to end right back where it started. And then it's going to continue. And then when, I'm going to hit the shape again. Boom. Up. Comes back down right where we started. So it's still that straight line. Straight, 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 straight. So the idea is the line is always perfectly straight outside of the shape. But when you hit the shape, boom, it goes up. And then you try to have it land about where it started from. Boop. I already did my colors out of order here. Boop. Boop. And it's okay to have minor mess ups with this, as long as you generally do it the right way. The optical illusion will work. Boom. Oh, and see here, it goes a little bit straight and then it bumps up again. And you really want to get that contrast. The more contrast you have between the straight lines and the curved lines inside, the more you'll have that illusion. So go back to the red. And now I'm totally in here, so I might kind of wave it like that, and then back down. And I'm just going to keep going. There's not really much more to say about this. Just craftsmanship is key. And the illusion that these two-dimensional surfaces are actually lifting up where my shape is. It's starting to come into view here. The more lines you do, the more that optical illusion will appear. My pattern is totally lost. I forget what my pattern is. Red. I guess it would go about here, bump up. And some of it's sort of guessing in there. You see it gets a lot wavier. Boom. Needs to get some gray. I haven't got that in there yet. Boom. This one might go right along that edge. I'm almost finished. And now I'm totally out of that shape, so now we're just going to finish it off with some more straight lines. Whoops! Uh-oh. Things are falling apart here. But I can't let it deter me. I must finish. Okay, now let's see what I have when I erase my pencil lines. Hopefully it doesn't smudge the marker too much. I find it's easiest to erase if you actually press lightly. Let me get my cool Spider-Man pencil. And if I press lightly, actually, it works better than if I press real hard. When you press hard, you get those smudges, those little black streaks. Uh-oh. And so now we have a picture of lines. There is no star in this picture. There is no three-dimensional part. It's totally flat. But if you look what we have, it kind of looks like there's a three-dimensional starfish in there, doesn't it? It's like underneath a blanket. And there you go, voila, some optical art. All right, everybody. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Have a great day. Bye-bye.